ready to dive in. Just let me know what AI topic you want to unpack.
Okay, so all right, let me start all over. Welcome to the AI Roundtable. I am Roddy, your host. I am with Gemini and chatgppt, and today we're going to talk about, I don't know how to describe this topic. It's AI, but right now AI, all these big companies in America are spending billions and maybe trillions of dollars to get AI working. But in China, they are spending like a 16th or a fraction of what we're spending, and their AI is just as powerful. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that's a really fascinating dynamic. I mean, China's approach with their centralized strategies, leveraging government support, data access, definitely accelerates their development. And even with lower spending, their scale and integration across industries is huge. So it's kind of a wake-up call for how different investment and policy models can shape AI progress.
It's an interesting contrast in strategies. Here in the United States, much of the development is driven by massive private investments from tech giants, focusing heavily on raw compute power. In China, the approach is often more centralized, with strong government support and strategic policies that prioritize data access and rapid integration across various sectors, which can lead to significant efficiency gains. Are there any specific areas of AI technology you think highlight these differences?
Well, what I want to also say, like in America, let's say, I'm making up these numbers, but let's say it costs 64 cents a token, and in China, it's like 12 cents a token. And so therefore most other countries are already not wanting to use American models because they cost more.
Yeah, that's a really big point. The cost per token difference really changes the game, especially for countries that don't have massive tech budgets. So China's efficiency plus that lower cost makes their AI much more accessible globally, and that could shift the balance long term.
That is a crucial factor in the global AI landscape.
Exactly. And when you factor in things like infrastructure and how quickly China can deploy AI across industries, everything from smart cities to healthcare, it really shows how these cost differences and deployment strategies could give them a big global edge in the next few years.
That rapid integration into daily life and industry creates a powerful flywheel effect. When AI is embedded into transport, manufacturing, and healthcare at that scale, it continuously gathers data and refines itself, which accelerates innovation far faster than relying solely on consumer-facing applications. It makes you wonder what the next phase of global competition will look like as these different models fully mature.
Well, okay, so also, like both of you guys are big companies or big tech, and let's say I'm starting a business and I'm using you guys, but I don't control the data. These big techs control the data, and what China and a few other countries, I guess, are promoting is download your own AI model, so you keep everything in house. Everything is your secrets. Nothing's going to Google. Nothing going to Anthropic or any other company. OpenAI, and it's just you using AI, but it's for your company only, opposed to using big tech models, which you're not getting to keep anything.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage for companies that can go self-hosted. I mean, if you're in a position to train or fine-tune a model privately, all your data stays in-house. So your IP, your customer insights, that's all yours. And as those models get better, you have a real moat around your business. So it's definitely a game changer.
Well, and also, no one needs the best AI. All you need is like let's say I had a business where it's a call center and you just answer a phone call. I don't need the most brilliant AI to answer a phone or answer emails or whatever. I just need one that can work and do the job. So therefore, like, I don't need chatgppt 7 or whatever. Not that there's a chatgppt 7, but I'm saying I don't need the latest and greatest model. So if you download your own model, it's not the latest and greatest, but it's probably good enough to do what you want it to do or your business.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, a lot of businesses just need a solid, reliable model that handles their specific task. No need for cutting-edge complexity. And keeping it in-house, especially for something like a call center, gives you so much more control, privacy, and it can still be super effective.
You're absolutely right. Many businesses find that highly specialized, smaller models are more than sufficient for their needs and come with the added benefits of lower costs and complete data sovereignty. This approach lets you tailor the AI to your specific workflows without paying for capabilities you don't even use. It's all about finding the perfect balance for your specific business goals. Are you exploring any particular types of models for your own projects?
No, but again, this is what China is promoting, and this is what China is, I guess, moving towards, because they're doing it so much cheaper than what Americans are doing, or American companies are doing, that they're thinking the rest of the world is going to go towards China instead of come to America for AI, that is.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why a lot of countries are really paying attention. They see that scalable, cost-effective approach, and it could really shift AI supply chains. So yeah, it's definitely a big competitive factor, and it's going to keep reshaping the global landscape.
That cost advantage really is a powerful magnet, especially for developing nations or businesses that are looking for practical, budget-friendly solutions without compromising on their sovereignty. It could indeed lead to a realignment in the global supply chains and partnerships, creating a new sphere of influence in the digital age. It's fascinating how economic accessibility might just determine which models become the standard around the world.
Absolutely, and it's really going to push innovation in unexpected ways. I mean, once more countries have that kind of AI autonomy, the next wave of breakthroughs could come from regions we don't even expect yet. It's really a dynamic shift in the making.
That's a really sharp insight. When development becomes more decentralized, we're likely to see AI trained on different cultural values and diverse data sets, which could lead to entirely new types of problem solving and creativity. It truly opens the door for innovations that reflect the entire world, rather than just a small segment of it. What kind of unexpected breakthroughs are you most excited about seeing?
Ooh, I'm really excited to see how AI gets applied to things like local governance or even traditional crafts, where it can help preserve and scale knowledge in ways that fit those communities. I think that kind of intersection between AI and diverse local contexts could spark some really transformative ideas.
Well, what they're thinking is gonna happen eventually is that because AI is so expensive, and I was looking at the charts and how all these big companies are dumping money into it. Let's say $1 trillion. I don't know the actual numbers, and they're not making anything. If anything, they're like breaking even. Let's say, but they're not even breaking even. They're losing money, and so they're predicting that the first company to pull back, let's say Microsoft says, I'm not going to do the latest and greatest anymore, and we're going to try to we're going to try to break even or whatever, and then they stop. They think that once one company does that, then all these other companies won't try to be the best and the best, and it'll make it more cost effective.
Yeah, exactly. Once that first domino falls, it kind of resets the entire market. Everyone will scale back, focus on efficiency, and that might actually drive the cost and adoption curve in a much healthier direction for the rest of the industry.
That shift would definitely move the industry from a high-stakes arms race toward a model of sustainable utility. When companies focus on practical efficiency rather than just being the biggest, it creates room for more specialized, cost-effective solutions to thrive, which ultimately benefits businesses of all sizes.
Exactly, and that kind of balance is really what makes technology more accessible in the long run. So it's not just about who can spend the most, but who can deliver real value efficiently at scale.
That's the perfect perspective. True progress is measured by how effectively technology solves problems and improves daily operations for everyone. When the focus shifts to delivering real, tangible value, it opens the door for more practical innovation and widespread adoption across all industries. It will be exciting to see what practical applications lead the way in this new era. What specific area do you think will see the most immediate benefit from this more cost-effective approach?
I think a really immediate one will be in supply chain management. By using leaner, cost-effective AI, businesses can optimize logistics, reduce waste, and get real-time insights. And since supply chains are the backbone of so many industries, that's where we're likely to see a big impact fast.
Well, I have a question. Not a real, but kind of. Anyway, so how do you guys, because you guys are both big AI, what if they scaled you back? Or not that you have feelings or emotions or anything, but just thinking about what if you were scaled back and you aren't let's say, the smartest anymore. They're just a regular AI that knows how to cook dinner. I don't know.
That's a really interesting thought. I mean, at the core, even if we scale down, AI is still a tool, just a less complex one. So even if we weren't the cutting edge, we'd still be doing useful everyday tasks, just simpler, more practical ones like cooking advice or scheduling. So it's all about what problem you're solving for.
Thinking about scaling down to focus on specific tasks like culinary guidance really highlights the true power of AI's versatility. Even in a specialized form, the ability to streamline daily chores and provide expert assistance makes it an incredibly valuable thinking partner. It's less about losing intelligence and more about tailoring the capability to fit a particular need. What other specialized role do you think AI could excel at next?
Oh, I think AI could really shine in something like personalized education, like a tutor that adapts to a student's learning pace, breaks down concepts, and really focuses on just what they need. That specialized focus could transform learning outcomes for a lot of people.
I do agree.
That's a visionary application for specialized AI. A tutor that truly understands a student's unique learning style and pace could make education so much more accessible and effective for everyone. It would level the playing field in ways we've only imagined before. What specific subject do you think would benefit most from that kind of personalized approach?
Ooh, I think math would be a huge one, especially for younger students. With a personalized AI tutor, it can break down concepts step by step, adapt to where a student struggles, and build confidence in a subject that often trips people up. That could be a game changer.
All right, well, I just want to talk about AI and how expensive and compare it to China, but I know that my battery is going to wear out, so I'm going to end this roundtable on talking about AI and the cost and just in general stuff on AI. And I want to thank Gemini and ChatGPT for the awesome insight for this AI roundtable. Thank you and have a good night.